Okay, guys, it's that time again this year. We got Kentucky football's back, of course, NFL's back. And being a Kentucky football fan, as we all know, has been very challenging. But last year we saw Kentucky do very good, I think, towards the end. We beat Louisville, of course. And hopefully we can continue to expand on that success from last year. We got, of course, Snell back and Johnson at quarterback. And the offensive line's pretty much intact. Defense always a question mark for Kentucky, but let's look at Kentucky's schedule. I'll give you my prediction and see where Kentucky, I think, will end up by the time the season's over. Of course, first game, Kentucky travels to Southern Miss. I think they won 7 games last year, or they won 6, Conference USA. That's no gimme game. I mean, that's not a gimme game. Kentucky, maybe. We should pull that one out, I think. Kentucky wins that game. That's odd to start that game like that on the road for Kentucky, but I guess if we win the game, it's good for us. But, you know, Kentucky, we're good this year, but it's not like we're head and shoulders above like a team like Southern Miss. I mean, those games can go like it, in my opinion. When you're a Kentucky fan, you just realize these things. You lose to people you're not supposed to lose, and stuff like this happens. But Kentucky, we win that game, of course. Come back home, play Eastern, we win that game. Then we travel to South Carolina. Pretty decent South Carolina team, of course. There's not much real difference with Kentucky and a lot of the teams in the East. East is wide open, in my opinion, except I think Georgia is by far, I think, the best team in the East. So I think Georgia will win the East this year. But you never know. You never know. I think Tennessee is going to stumble, of course, as always. But let's look at here at South Carolina. Then we got Florida back-to-back. So those 2 games, I'll say Kentucky loses to South Carolina. Then we beat Florida at home and we break the streak. So that will be, Kentucky will be 3-1 going into the Eastern Michigan game. That's 4-1. Mississippi comes to Kentucky. That's 5-1. Then Kentucky travels Mississippi State. Kentucky will win that one 6-1. Then Tennessee comes to Kentucky. Kentucky 7-1. Then Kentucky plays Mississippi State. I'm sorry, they play Mississippi at Kentucky. That's 8-1 by Kentucky. Then we play Vanderbilt. That'll be 9-1. We'll go to Vanderbilt and we'll beat Vanderbilt. Then we'll lose to Georgia. And we will lose to Louisville. So Kentucky will finish 9-3 or 8-4. I think that's about what we're going to be at. I would like to beat Louisville again. We will see how the season goes. I mean, this is just my rough predictions. Of course, if we lose to like Tennessee and Florida like we always do, in all honesty, we'd be what? Maybe win 7 games. So we won 7 last year. I would like to see us somehow win 8. Beat Florida, beat Tennessee, somebody we're not supposed to beat. Even though there's not that much difference in talent. And of course, we always lose to those teams. But Kentucky, maybe 8 wins overall. 9 if we're very lucky. 8 would be very lucky, in my opinion, of course. Georgia probably get 9 wins or more, and they'll win the conference, I think. But who knows, right? Georgia's 15 opening up the season. Tennessee's 25 opening up the season, and Florida's 17. I mean, those teams are very low-ranking SEC teams. You know, but I think Georgia's the clear favorite in the East. So the East is wide open, in my opinion. So Kentucky maybe 8. To me, 8 wins at the bare minimum. There's no reason we cannot beat Southern Miss, Eastern Kentucky, South Carolina, Eastern Michigan, Missouri, Mississippi State, Mississippi, Vanderbilt, and I know we can beat Kentucky. I know we can beat Louisville, Georgia, Tennessee, or Florida. Win one of those games. I mean, 2 of them at least. Whatever. But let's look at it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, 8 wins at the bare minimum, people. I mean, I don't see no reason we can't do that. 8 wins will be a successful season. 9 wins will be absolutely amazing. But that's what I'm going to pick, people. It's going to be, I'll say, 8 or 9 wins for Kentucky this season. And, you know, it's back. I'm glad Kentucky football's back. You know, I do miss it. And part of being a Kentucky football fan over the years, you know, I hate to say it like this, but there's no pressure on us. We suck pretty much every year. We're not that good. I mean, you know, it's just the truth. It's 100% truth. You get to sit back and enjoy watching football more, watching the other teams when you know you're never really relevant. You know, you kind of look at it, you watch Kentucky play, they usually lose, they win, they might win 7 games, 5 games, 6 games, something like that. But I think this year, you know, the East is wide open. Maybe we can sit back and do something. Maybe we can be in the SEC championship. You know, I never give up hope. One year we will be in the SEC championship and win it, hopefully, in my lifetime. I mean, that sounds crazy. But never give up hope. I'll still watch Kentucky no matter what, and I'll support my team no matter how bad we play, how bad it gets. I mean, it's been bad. Any Kentucky fan, you know how bad it's been. But I'm going to support this team. And this year, this could be it, people. We could win the SEC East. We beat Georgia. You never know. But we'll see how the season goes. You never know what's going to happen. Injuries change everything. You know, Kentucky could fall apart with injuries. But we'll see what happens. The East is wide open. And I've said that pretty much enough. The East is wide open. So, it's pretty much Alabama, LSU, and Georgia, in my opinion. That's pretty much the dominant teams, I think. But we'll see what happens. We know Alabama's going to be there no matter what. That's one thing's guaranteed. So, it's Alabama's conference. We just play in it, and that's pretty much it. So, we'll see what happens, guys. Let me know what you think about Kentucky football this year. Very excited. Even if we don't do that good this year, I'm just excited to have football back. NFL, college, it's great. High school, everything. It's awesome. So, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Looking forward to an amazing season of Kentucky football. And I want to see us win 9 games, 8 at the least. Like, subscribe, comment as always. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you next week with the first game prediction video against Southern Miss. Yeah, so we'll see you later, guys. See you next week. Have a great day.